their presentation. Te Pātaka o Rākaihautū, Banks Peninsula Community Board.
Morena. Good morning, everybody.
Kia ora.
Again today, Tyrone Fields is joining me at the table.
Good morning and welcome.
Morena.
Kia ora, Morena.
Okay, so I just take it that our report has been read.
Yes.
By the council. So just
We're up.
new member, welcome to our team is Scott Winter, who represents the Mount Herbert subdivision, another young elected member to our board, so it's nice to have that, and we're pleased to now have a full contingent around our board table. Thanks very much.
And he was up to speed pretty quickly, wasn't he, Tori? I think.
He's willing to get in their boots and all. He's great sort. Water restrictions in Akaroa. Now, Akaroa devotionals Takamatua currently have level 4 water restrictions in place, which ban all use of water outside the house. The level 4 restrictions was put in place quite quickly, without first starting at level 1 and progressing gradually. The community is very keen to understand why this took place, and last week we did ask, the board has asked staff for further advice on this. Further concerns are coming from the community, large events happening in especially Akaroa with the water supply already under such pressure. In similar situations, if similar situations arise in the future, we look forward to information being shared with the community earlier rather than later to circumvent any questions or confusion. I know at the moment there is concerns that we're running out of water in Akaroa. I understand that's not the case, but I do understand the comms team are working on getting that message through to the community that we are not running out of water. However, there's just the level 4 restrictions. Now, a project of mine personally for the last 6 years is the Little River tennis courts. So back in 2014, we had 3 major flooding events. And as you can see there, the damage to the courts were pretty phenomenal. And that's the community, including the school principal, getting out there and removing half the river that was dumped onto the tennis courts. It was a pretty impressive event. And once again, we were left with no tennis courts. And we can go to the next slide, which is a good news thing, which is our tennis courts that are set to be open this coming Sunday, with the local runanga providing a blessing, and the local RMC, the Reserve Management Committee, are putting on a bit of an event. But like I say, this has been a project of mine personally for 6 years. I first brought this to the board in November 2014, after 9 months of it being damaged, asking what is the ongoing plan. So after 6 years, when it got damaged, to finally have it reinstated, I tell you what, the community are just keen to get in there and use it. So it's used by the school, the play centre, as well as the sports groups, tennis, netball, and even a basketball hoop there now. So we are looking forward to getting back in there this weekend. So that's our report basically in a nutshell. Any questions, I guess? Yeah, short and sweet.
Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Well, obviously you'd like to move it and someone would like to second it, Pauline. But do we have questions first? Phil and... No, just Phil.
Thank you for your report. I'm just looking at the pictures of the tennis courts. Has there been some remedial work done to the river or something so that might
Yes,
say one?
yes. So there's a 2-stage around the edge of the actual courts.
Yeah.
Have been reinforced with a concrete. Sorry, I'm not an engineer, but an upstand that goes down underneath it to stop the water getting underneath the courts again. So that has been engineered. So there's that leading edge that goes towards the river,
Okay.
and there's also a bund to be put in on the river itself,
cool.
to build up the river level. So should it break, it's not going to literally
I
get
just
underneath the tennis
hate to
court. So
see
there's the
it
two problems.
undo all the good work that you've done.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
well,
Like I say, the community don't want to see that happen again either. So, like I say, there's 2 things the council have put in to protect it, and ECAN are helping with the bund.
I've just checked in with the chief as well, and in relation to the matter that you raised around the water restrictions, because I know that there was, sort of disquiet in the community because of an event that was held. But you know, that is being followed up on, lessons learned, and it will be, you know, fully reported and discussed with the community. So, and community board,
And
but
we appreciate
community as well.
staff coming back to us with that information.
It's really very important, you know, that when we have restrictions in place, they're in place for a good reason, and then people see that carried out in terms of functions as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Andrew.
And yeah, just to add to that, I mean, I certainly understand the community concerns around water use when we've got the level 4 water restrictions in place, which the community is taking very, very seriously. The one aspect of the event that Tori has referred to that was clearly outside of expectations was stopped as soon as we became aware of it. I'm also aware of some very good communication going on at the moment with the managers of future events around the need to be bringing water on site for drinking water purposes and for showering purposes and so on. And that's well understood by the organisers of future events. I think we can be confident that the learnings from what we've been through will be implemented for future events, but we need to respect the concerns the community have got around their drinking water supply and the efforts that they're making to conserve it.
I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And